And here we go again, fellas. What's up? This is a quick video for our franchise season opener. I got my little talking points here. It's about a little touch on 9 topics that everyone should sort of pay attention to before we start the season. I know everyone's a bit hot and sweaty to get the games going and get playing, but this thing is a 40-game season. Honestly, is a quick scrimmage, and for some people that may have not played in a full season or a season that finished, it can actually go quick, and we don't want to have any delays. We want to keep everyone hot and playing on a good, playing on their best playing level. I want to start this whole meeting by just touching on some things that you guys should have already looked at. I know a lot of guys say they've read and agreed to the message or to the thread on our forum, but it seems that I still end up telling guys the same things that are in the forum. I still, give guys information on what's in that thread or threads that I have guys go on there and say they've read it and agree to it. So to me, I think a lot of guys are skimming through it. I don't fault you. I know you guys have a lot to do and you may have a busy schedule, but please make sure you read in full detail the threads, especially the ones that say must read. To start off, we want to talk about PayPal. So you go ahead and send over the $25. This will just help us, get all the administration stuff done. Not to mention that the trophies, the medallion, $25 doesn't really cover that, but in a sense, it helps me to pay for some of that stuff. So go ahead and send it over to the PayPal account that you see on that thread, the must-read thread. If you can also include your PSN name, and when you send it, try to send it as sent to friends and family, because if you don't, it sort of charges a fee, and PayPal will take about two or $3 out of the 25. Sort of weird, but whatever. Moving on, I see some guys have already took the initiative and posted their speed test from their PlayStation. So for the rest of you guys that are a little behind, if you're having trouble with it, feel free to send me a text message of your speed test. I've had a few guys do that, and I'll take care of that for you. So I'm working on a few of those today. Next, I'd say go ahead and post your pitching rotation. I think we're all pretty much good on that. I'd say about 15 or 16 guys have done it. Pack to the Ship and Warrensville. Those are 2 guys that are away for the weekend and getting in either today or yesterday, and they'll be catching up to everyone else. So make sure you've done that. Once you do that, you're pretty much good with some of the requirements. The requirements needed before we start the franchise. And moving on from that, I want to talk about the vacation thread. I know some of you guys may be going away. Some of you guys may have things that you're gonna do during the season. So go ahead and let us know. If you don't know it now, you should give us a sort of a heads up a week or 2 before you actually have to go away. Moving on from that, it's gonna be about the contact list. I'm going to be sending it out over the PlayStation as well as a PSN message, but you should already see it's on the forum. You can jump on the forum at any time and see the National League contact list and the American League contact list. I'll be updating it if there are any changes. Hopefully they're not. Everyone stays with us from the start to finish. Moving on to the next thing, we want to talk about the members page, the website in general. The homepage and the standings page. So I've already made the changes to the standings page, and there's some cool stuff on there. If you jump on the standings page, you will see your name next to the team that you're in, what division you're in. It will also show things like where you are in the wild card race. And then I've done some stuff as to follow individual batters and players on your teams, depending on who's leading in runs, average, home runs, and that type of stuff. So those numbers won't really accumulate until we start playing. I'm gonna sort of leave last year's information on there for a bit so that there are numbers there. And in terms of the members page, you should also send me a picture. I'd say maybe 350 pixels wide and long, length and width. You can make them 350 by 350. Anything that's larger, I can always work with. I can shrink them down. But if you send it too small or too exact that we need, I won't be able to work with it. So just go ahead and remember that when you send it over. Moving on from that, actually, I'm gonna be updating the homepage, and I'm gonna try to bring more current stuff to the homepage. Homepage is pretty static in terms of telling people what happened last year and when we start and what the trophies are. But I want to sort of bring some of the standings information and maybe some video to the homepage, fresh video throughout the season. So just look out for that if you're someone that jump on the website a bit. Next, make sure you read the rules and guidelines. Follow that to the T. I have also mentioned it in the must-read thread. You should have your batting and pitching settings down correctly. And for hitting, we only allow zone buttons or zone analog. Anything other than that would sort of get you in the hot seat in this league, because there's other hitting platforms that we do not want guys playing at all. And if you were on that, we would honestly try to remove it because those are a bit cheesy. Beyond that, the same thing for the pitching. Pitching would be either meter or analog, and try to make sure you're on that type of setup, and then read through the terms of the rules in terms of no quick stealing. Make sure your pitcher comes to a full stop before you pitch. I've said this to everyone on the phone call. We're going to incorporate something also, and I'm going to post it on the message board, that we can see when someone is making a mistake in the outfield. Fielding has become sort of an art, and you should, don't take more than one base. I'd say that's the rule from now on. If someone has made a legitimate error or mistake in terms of not catching those can of corn plays, you should take no more than one base. Do not try to advance your runners 2 and 3 bases on the play like that. So moving on from that, I want to talk about the franchise mode. I have a thread there that's not been populated with any information yet, and it's to talk about becoming a legend. If you're really serious about your gameplay here and you want to advance, make it to the playoffs, and have good numbers, you got to do the things that's required sort of in franchise mode. Franchise mode, your players are going to be updated as you play, so their attributes are going to be affected based on what you do in your gameplay and where you train them. So don't forget to go into that training mode and put your guys in the batting cage, put some guys through some pitching drills, let them see the pitching coach and stuff like that, do some simulated games, because that'll definitely help their attributes during the season. You definitely want to do that. Last year they had it falling on and off a little too quick, but this year they said they've corrected that. So if you want to have the ability to bump your guys' stats and have them do well in the season and not be as they were when you started the franchise, you would make sure you put them through some good training drills and do well in the season. Take your time, be patient, and play the game clean and proper. I think the last thing we're going to talk about is uploading the video, uploading video content to YouTube. I've created a general account for all the members of the league, and you can connect this general account. It's a Gmail account that's connected to the YouTube account, Ballpark Legends, and you can connect it to your PlayStation 4 by jumping on your saved videos. So you would do that by hitting the share button and then go to upload video, and you'll see a bunch of videos that you do have already saved. If you don't have anything saved, we can work on that, and we're going to be doing that throughout the season. Just to let you know, I'm gonna select guys. I'm gonna update the members, the BPL media page. That's where we'll put all the video for this year's gameplay or this year's franchise. I'm going to sort of have a nice little calendar view type setup where you can go to a date and check out what games are available. It won't be a lot, but I'll try to select a guy here, 2 or 3 opponents, to post video on the YouTube account, and then I'll link it to that BPL media page. So when you get the text from me, make sure you follow in accordance. I'll talk you through it. It's a simple process. It's something as if you already have saved video, you would hit the share button, you would go into your saved video, and you'd hit X. The minute you hit X, it would ask you where you want to upload it, and you would choose YouTube, and all you would have to do is log in. Now, when you log in, you would choose Ballpark Legends as the YouTube account. It's all one word. Make sure you choose Ballpark Legends, all one word, and not BPL members, because it'll be 2 accounts. It'll sort of look like 2 accounts, but it's really 1 account. And that's pretty much it. Once you do that, you're pretty much locked in. You won't have to enter it again. Um, the your information will be saved, and we'll go through the year where you will save about 2. I'll request for you to upload about 2 or 3 games, and I'll have a guy do the first 3 innings. So the game data works, the save data works as when you push the share button and hit square, it saves 15 minutes of whatever you last did on your PS4. So if you're playing a game, I'd say that lasts about 3 innings. So if I were to select you and an opponent to submit game video, I'd select one guy to do the first 3 innings, and then the other guy to do the last 3 innings. So the guy that's doing the last 3 innings is sort of easy. After the game's over, just hit that share button, push square, and you pretty much have your saved data, and you can go to it at any point and upload it. And then the guy that's doing the first 3 innings of the game, you just have to keep a mental note, or maybe put a stopwatch for 15 minutes. Maybe it won't. 15 minutes will be less than 3 innings, but whatever it is, the first 15 minutes of the game, go ahead and push that share button, push square, save that data, and 2 sets of video is good enough for 1 game. We don't want to go crazy with it. And I'll somehow combine that video into one for guys to look at on that gameplay. Make sure when you're uploading the video, though, when you're ready to upload the video to YouTube, that you're probably not playing a game, because it will slow down your internet connection in terms of online play. So you don't want to be playing a game or pretty much doing a lot of anything else, because it hogs your bandwidth. Pretty much that's about it for this video. Probably missed something here or there, but for the gist, for the general part, I think I got everything in. Here's a Ballpark Legend mascot, little Shih Tzu here. This is my dog, Zoe. Zoe says hi. We're gonna get her a nice little Ballpark Legend outfit. But fellas, thanks for your time. Let's get ready for Friday. Friday's gonna be kickoff, and I'm gonna be posting that first thread with the deadline going through Wednesday. Was it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? So the deadline, the first series deadline, will be Tuesday. You'll be pitching your 1, 2, and 3 pitchers, and the season is going to be rolling from then on, man. So thanks to everyone for doing your part, and I hope everyone stays to the end of the season. Let's play ball, fellas.